We made it here unnoticed. So far, so good. Now we just need to get through that gate with the Greek fire. Just one guard. Let's you and I go up there and deal with him, Prima.
As you command.
I will keep my head on a swivel.
I'm taking him. Get ready.
Good. The ships are moored quite close to each other. Fire will spread easily. This part of the docks appears to be infrequently patrolled. Getting to the ships shouldn't be a problem. Let's signal to the others to move the Greek fire crate as close as they can to the galleys.
At once, Prima. Let's go.
I guess we have a couple of different options for how to get this party started. We could lob a pot of Greek fire onto the deck of that nearest galley from the pier below. That would give us a head start on our main objective. Or those 3 guards look half asleep. I'm sure we could take them out the same way I handled this guy here. That means less enemies to fight. I can see the merit of both plans. Let's regroup with the others and then decide.
Are we ready?
We are. How do you want to do this?
Good. We have the advantage right now since they don't even know we're here. The less guards we have to fight, the better our chance of getting out of this alive.
Sneaking around and stabbing soldiers in the back. Is this how we fight? I say we toss a few fire jars onto the deck of this galley here.
Both plans seem hideously dangerous to me. We are surrounded deep behind enemy lines. That said, I have no preference.
Not really.
Slow and steady wins the race. Come on.
Wake up! The Romans have come!
Based on how close the ships are, I believe if we set just 2 galleys aflame, no one can stop the fire spreading.
Aim your jars at the center of each ship, near the mast. If the sails catch fire, that'll do the job.
covering this area.
Sabotage the fleet! Sound the alarm!
Right. We have successfully woken up all of Mytilene. We need to burn those ships quickly, or this whole operation will have been for nothing.
Face them together!
Lure them closer. I'll shoot as soon as I see them. I'm covering this area. Take your time. It's not
Beast is down, but not dead.
You've done it! They're abandoning the ships! Help me to my feet. I call this a success! Even the harbor itself is aflame. An admirable goal, young Prime. Let us move out then.
Good night.
Ah, I would march into battle naked if it meant they could afford to feed us better.
Solway.
The smoke of the fires still hang as a thick carpet above Mytilene. I am impressed with your ability to cause mayhem. A bold claim. I wonder if you are ready to prove it. Very well. Lucullus has told me much about your upbringing and your training, but war is much different than personal combat. Before we leave, go to the practice area and seek out Garwius, who trains the Speculatores. He will teach you a few last important things.
You seen Aegler again tonight?
I've seen her for the last time.
Solway, you must be the woman Thermus mentioned to me. I was warned not to judge you by your appearance. I used to be. Now I train the Speculatores. It's how I came by my cognomen. You know how to fight, but you've never been to war, have you? Well, the Legion is marching out soon, so we don't have time for the full regimen anyway. Let me show you how to use a pilum, and maybe how to bandage a wound, if it comes to that. Call over your friends, and we'll get started. Alright, let me see how good your throwing arm is. Aim that pilum for my shield. The tip is designed to break off and stick in the shield, making it difficult to use.
Waver! The gods are watching! Roman craftsmanship! Foreign advance!
Please follow my finger. Yes, you'll be all right.
Help me, and I shall help you when you are in need.
If I were 20 years younger.
To die here, that's for sure.
These people are so weak.
Disappointing.
Help me! I can still fight!
This is it. This is how it ends.
Minerva? Now would be a great time.
Good work. You can keep that equipment. Hope it serves you well at Mytilene.
That's close enough. What do you want? Why? Then you've learned something about me already. I'm not exactly known for my obedience. No offense, but information is the most dangerous thing in my line of work. The less you know about me, the better it is for both of us. A few seasons. Lucullus has a knack for recognizing talent. He immediately saw me for what I was. a killer. I am not. Rome is a place of stasis and passivity. Here, I feel alive. Sure, as long as I'm not in Rome. Imagine a door that is locked. And imagine you need to open that locked door, preferably discreetly. But someone else has the key. Now, you can always smash the door into pieces with a great hammer. Indeed. And then we take the key. Usually off his dead body. Why? Are you going to remember my birthday? Some people just don't like to talk about themselves.
Domina. He's a speculator. It would be foolish to trust a soldier whose primary weapon is deception. It can be a challenge if you find it difficult to trust him. But every challenge is an opportunity. Know that he's deceptive by nature and try to learn from him. How do you feel about it? Smells can conjure intoxicating memories. The taste of failure can be equally difficult to forget, though. It will taste bitter. Are you nervous? Understandable. Every warrior is nervous on the day of the battle. It is perfectly fine, as long as you can still be in control when you draw your blade.
What do you need? He has skill. You can tell by the way he handles the bow and the blade. Some are just born to fight. He's one of those for sure. He will fight until he dies. Can't say if it will be sooner or later. The flames lit the skies in a glorious display of celebration and sent fear to the hearts of our enemies. They must be trembling now. A fair question. Cowards don't make worthy enemies. I am not. I have seen these bandits. They are worthless as opponents. It will not be a boring day, for we will be fighting, but exciting. I doubt that.
Something on your mind, kid? I've been a soldier since I was 16. The sound of clashing swords soothes my soul. Don't get me wrong, I love Rome. But to me it represents a short break from war. Or perhaps the build-up leading to the next campaign. That's because I have a reputation for tracking my foe relentlessly and striking without mercy, just like an eagle. Thank you. Few people actually earn their name. I hope you will earn yours. Your duty will probably end at the conclusion of this campaign. People like me, though. Our duty ends when we die on the battlefield. I'll continue being the warrior hero, as long as damsels of this world continue finding themselves in distress. Depends on the damsel, doesn't it? But I doubt it. Caeso Quinctius Aquilinus shall never be domesticated. Once before, there was another rebellion we had to quell. These lands are beautiful, but the Agae Mare, I wouldn't trust her. She's a treacherous mistress. Don't be fooled by her deep blue eyes. In my experience, it's not age that determines the proficiency of a warrior. Character, intelligence, and the sheer will to survive, amongst other things. Look, I have met warriors like, him. Things may not always be what they seem. Wait until you pass judgment. I was surprised too. I was told Greek oak is both fire and waterproof, but they burnt easily enough. I wonder what they're thinking, now their fleet is gone. I doubt that. Time and again you will see that desperate people make the fiercest fighters. No doubt. A battle is first won in your mind, kid. If you think you're going to lose, then you certainly will.
So, little woman, I am Spurius Kincius Carius, merchant extraordinaire and purveyor of wondrous items. What winds of ill fortune have brought you to this smelly Legion camp? That I find very unlikely. I'm an excellent judge of character, and you look like a person who would faint at the mere mentioning of blood. Besides, cutting a merchant's tongue out is bad for business. Enough pointless chatter. Poverty grows from idleness. Now, if you're not going to buy anything, please do kindly remove yourself from my stall. You are obviously not familiar with the matters of commerce. Allow me to enlighten you. There are 3 things every merchant needs. Location, location, location. Whatever people are willing to pay for, and whatever I can provide. The best of food, medicine so potent even the dead may rise, and of course, the most delicious sowie money can buy. There's a matter of storage space, of course. More space means more wondrous items to stock, and possibly lower prices for my most loyal customers.
Solway.
Did Garwius finish with you? Very good. There's always more to learn, if we live long enough to do so. We shall march through this pass and descend on Mytilene. Providing you did your job well, they should be expecting an attack from the sea, allowing us to surprise them from the land. Unlikely, since no one knows we are coming.
Still, she has a point, Legate. Perhaps we should post sentries.
It will only slow us down. The longer we take, the more we risk that the enemy learns of our plans. Now let's get going. Signal the Legion to assemble.
You have really made a name for yourself in a short time, my friend. Perhaps you would permit me to join your speculatores. With your skill in combat and my strategic mind, as long as we are together, we will...
Ambush!
Battle formation! Get back in formation, you fools!
Marcus Minucius Thermus. Why, you seem to have no command of your soldiers at all. This is the problem with you Romans. Politicians have no place in war. Kill them all! We have no need for prisoners.
The Legatus is still alive. His Praetorian Guard is holding off the enemy for now.
Let's get him out of there! Form up and push forward!
Please!
Mars, take these traitors! Thank goodness you're here. Can you get us out of this fine mess?
Our people are getting massacred. We need to fall back and get Thermos to safety.
Our best chance is to push back where we came from. Then we can join up with the rest of the Legion.
I'd appreciate some help.
It's all right. You're going to live.
Help me, and I shall help you when you are in need.
You are mostly fine. Get back into the fight.
quiet. I'm here now.
Get over there! Advance! The guys we are beating up?
Domina.
What do you need?
Salway, did you ruin my good work so soon? Only those who are younger than me, so yes. A bunch of Balatronés, I'd say. Which one are you asking about? I've known that man since he was a little runt. Watch yourself around Caeso. He's honest to a fault. Too much honesty may be dangerous. Don't get me started. Maybe you can get it into his skull that I can't forge a battle scythe. There is no such thing by Vulcan. That half-senile fool was your mentor. That explains a lot. Between you and me, I'd keep my eye on him. Full of surprises, that kid. Full of surprises. Fine. Need something else?
That's close enough. What do you want?
Something on your mind, kid?
My girl, what you did today was extraordinary. I wish your father were here to witness it. She's a fickle mistress, who takes a liking to the brave.
Instead, you can rely on your legion. In my wounded state, I'm in no shape to command the legion. And after your actions today, the Legionari consider you a hero. You saved their lives. In return, they are willing to die for you. I hereby promote you to Legatus. You will be in command of Legio Victrix, reporting directly to Consul Lucullus.
I'm sure Thermus will agree that I offer my legati a great degree of independence.
Precisely what I asked.
You will not meet most of them directly. I have already spoken to the Praefectus Castrorum and the Primus Pilus. They are unquestioningly loyal.
Your aim should be to take Mytilene as quickly as possible. With Archelaus in charge of its defenses, this will be no easy task.
For now, suffice to say I have other business to attend to. The favorite general of Mithridates. One of the finest military minds in the world.
His defeat will be a great blow to Pontus. Archelaus will expect us to be rattled after that ambush. A direct assault will seem impossible to him, which is why we need to attack now. That is up to you. Gather your advisors and plan your attack the way you see fit. You are in command now.
Selway, my girl, do you need anything?
After the ambush, we sent a few men back into the pass to collect the fallen. This blade was brought to me by a Centurio. He said he found it on the body of young Gaius. I think you should have it. I hope you'll have a chance to do so after the war. I know you helped him with a private matter. It'll be in good hands. Keep it. I think he would have wanted that.
At your service, Legate. Indeed you are. And it is the fastest promotion I've ever witnessed. Congratulations.
That's close enough.